Hey all, so I'm here with a Diablo video. I'm sure a bunch of you have seen his recent buff. Honestly, he just looks fantastic, right? I mean, he has really impressive healing potential, fair amount of tankiness, reliable buff control, stun immunity, incredible poison damage. And to really drill down on that last point, I took him into this Act 7.2.3 boss, this man thing. And here's the thing, my Diablo is a 5-star rank 1. This fight is with no boosts, no recoil, no double edge, no liquid courage. And like I said, a rank 1 5-star when this content was designed for rank 5 stars or above. Now, the reason I'm doing this is because otherwise this fight is actually pretty simple, and this just shows how incredible his damage output really can be. I also did not use Liquid Courage because it has such an incredible effect on how tanky he is, and I kind of wanted to show off that he can still do that without that mastery, especially this particular fight. I also know not everybody has access to those masteries, and I've seen some people say, well, I want to rank up Diablo, but I don't have these masteries unlocked, and everybody's saying he's amazing with them. So let this video kind of show you just what the potential is even without those. So the fight itself is interesting mainly because of these three nodes. You have high energy diet, which means that energy attacks heal him, they don't do damage. This is important because Diablo's basic attacks have been shifted over entirely to energy damage, so he will heal Man-Thing by hitting him. Power Shield, which means his basic attacks do no damage, but crucially, they still heal him. Although Power Shield does boost what Diablo does on his specials, what's interesting now, though, is that while Diablo has access to poisons reliably on his heavy and fairly reliably on his mediums, his biggest poisons only come from the Special 3, which he can only use once per fight. His Special 1 and his Special 2 are boosted by Power Shield, but they don't do much damage because of high energy diet, even though poison can kind of blunt that high energy diet there. So then we have Flare, which just makes us do more damage overall, but we're going to take a ton of damage as well. And this Man-Thing has 14,000 attack, which is significantly more health than Diablo has in the first place, at least mine. So the plan here is to activate 2 of the pre-fights. The important one really is Essence of Null. We want that Nullify, and you'll see why. I also chose Distilled Will to get an extra regen off the Special 3, but honestly you could skip that one. But the point here is to build to 6 individual Special 1s and cancel out of him drinking his brew to get a Vial of Might, like we just did there. Now, this was actually one of my earlier runs at this fight. I did try it a couple times. But you do not have to dash backwards like I did to cancel out of it. You can just block, or if we stun like there, you can dash forwards. But the idea is to get up to his maximum of 8 Vials of Might, and then to throw a Special 3. You'll also notice as we go along here, we are sometimes converting the Dexterity buff, sometimes converting the buff that Man-Thing places on us when he throws specials, into both Armor Break and Poison. And we are taking no damage from the poison and therefore healing from both. Also, because Diablo is awakened, we're taking less damage from the flare degen itself, which is why we were able to outlast it, and now we have 40% health basically, and it's just going to go up from here. But notice this entire time, Man-Thing is at 100% health. He still has over 800,000 health here. So it's a bit of a slow build, especially because, like I said, I wasn't canceling as efficiently as I could have here. But the other thing that you'll see me doing a few times in here is trying to strategically bait out his heavy, because when that unstoppable expires, I'm running max Mystic Dispersion, and it gives me that much more power, gets me to my specials that much faster. So you see how much a parry did. We can afford to parry a few times, but especially if we do not currently have a poison up, it's a little risky. Now we get that poison back. There we go. There is our 8th Vial of Might. So now we just need to build to the special 3. Bit easier said than done, of course. See, there's the Unstoppable, which gave us extra power. So we basically need to land like one more combo and wait for that Fury buff to expire. Maybe 2 combos. Because that's the other thing about an unranked 5-star, is that power gain rate improves with rarity as well. And so this Diablo is not gaining as much power as a rank 5 5-star would, or even as a rank 3 6-star would. So now we throw the special 3. We're going to place 16 poisons on him, boosted by Power Shield. We're also going to place 10 buffs on him and immediately start nullifying them. So that's going to allow us to throw our specials. You saw I threw one of them, backed off, and therefore paused them. Now we do this again. Now the special 2 is supposed to reapply poisons. It doesn't seem to do that here, but you can still see that we're doing, you know, almost 4,600 a tick, so over 9,000 damage per second. I'm going to take advantage of Mystic Dispersion there again to get to another L1. Cancel out of it to pause the poisons for 10 seconds. We're chunking him down, and because we have the Philosopher's mix-up with the Essence of Null whenever he throws a special, as long as we still have that mix-up, we are getting, we're nullifying his Fury, or his regen when he's under 50%, gaining some power from that. But the thing is that if he does turtle like this, then eventually the poisons do fall off. And the problem is, because of high energy diet, and because Diablo is limited to only 1 special 3 per fight, this fight is now over. I can't win it from here. I have to quit out. And like I said, I did try this a couple more times, but each time he ended up turtling up, didn't work. I'm not worried about that though, because again, this is like almost the weakest kind of character that you can bring into Act 7 in the first place, because it doesn't allow 4 stars, right? This is the absolute lowest of the low, and we took out 600,000 health off of this boss in the latest story content to drop. His damage output is honestly insane. Like, yes, it was boosted by the nodes here, but the fact that those nodes allow you to stretch a rank 1 5-star to these ridiculous heights, I'm honestly blown away a little bit. I'm definitely hoping to pull a 6-star version of him at some point. I probably would have ranked this 5-star to rank 2 for this video, because Lord knows it would have made things easier. Except that I burned about 10 million gold and 1,500 bricks of ISO this week, leveling up my new 6 stars from last weekend, which I'm very happy about, but it means that you got to see this version of the fight. Anyway, hope this was entertaining. I definitely thought it was hilarious how much damage he did. Let me know what you think of the 3 buffs, and do you see any uses for Diablo other than some of these bosses that are kind of built for him? Take care. See y'all next time.